Hey everybody, it's Maya, and today we are going to be trying out my brand new Ipsy products. We have a live audience today. Donovan is sitting in my bed, so if you hear anything, that's him over there. I got my Ipsy box for July, so I'm gonna review some of these products today. I did pick out most of the products and I did add on 2 of them, so I'll tell you guys which ones I added on and all of that when we get there. But yeah, I'm super excited, so let's just get into it. Right, I just clipped my hair back and we're just going to begin with some skincare. This isn't in my Ipsy bag, but I'm going to be going in with the Merit Beauty Instant Glow Serum. I've been enjoying this product, but I haven't really been using it as much because it is really hot out and I'm trying not to put on as much like oily skincare just so I don't get as oily throughout the day. But it is really nice and it doesn't make me more oily. I just really haven't been wearing a lot of makeup, so I didn't really need to wear it. It just makes you look super cute, makes your skin feel so soft. First product in the Ipsy bag is this Skin Ink supplement. It is a daily dose facial oil. Look how pretty this is. It looks like a little ocean in a jar, and I did use this the other day and I really liked it because it's not a super liquidy like face oil that just like drips down your face and gets everywhere. It kind of just is like a gel almost, and it made my skin feel really nice, but it does dry up as well. It doesn't just stay oily on your skin, it sinks in really quickly and it feels really high-end and luxurious. Okay, so this is actually $75, damn, and it has vitamins A, B, and C, so it's like a multivitamin for your face, and it is kind of like a toner, so it evens out your complexion. And I would say that it did that because usually I'm super red afterwards and I'm not as red. So I like this a lot. And the fact that it's $75, like, damn. Next product in the Ipsy bag is this vitamin E facial moisturizer. So we're just getting all the vitamins on our face. The packaging is kind of simple, but I kind of like it because it's not doing anything extra. But it also looks kind of cheap. However, it is $52. And it is just a moisturizer. I did use this a few times as well, and I do like it a lot because it is super thick, so if you have dry skin, this moisturizer is for you. And there is a light like cucumber aloe scent to it. The serum that I just used doesn't have a scent at all, but this one does, so if you're sensitive, keep a lookout for that because it might irritate you. The scent is pretty strong, but it makes my skin feel really nice, and I just have the most perfect base for makeup now. For the base, I'm not going to go with any foundation today. I'm just going to go in with some concealer where I need it. I haven't really been into wearing foundation as much. I've just been putting this much concealer on and just blending it out, and it's been working pretty well for me. So I'm just taking this sponge. I received this sponge in my last Ipsy bag as well. I think it's so cute. It's nice and blue and bouncy. And I usually get more coverage if I'm going in with a brush, but I kind of just want to use a sponge and let my skin kind of have somewhat of a breather. I ran out of my Rare Beauty eyeshadow primer, so I've also been taking this concealer on my eyelids as an eyeshadow primer, and it's been working wonders because the concealer doesn't crease at all and it is super matte. You don't really need to set it down with powder either. So it's been making my eyeshadow last way longer than the eyeshadow primers that I've used in the past, which is kind of crazy. Right now that the skin is all evened out and looking nice, we're going to go into the next Ipsy product, which is the Shaina B Miami Cream Bronzer in the shade Beach Babe. The shade in here is super cute. It matches all the other bronzers in my collection. It's kind of like this nice warm toned latte kind of color. I really have been enjoying colors like this, especially for the summer, because it just warms up the face. It's not cool at all, and it's also not too dark either. I'm just going to pick that up on this Real Techniques angled brush. Just stamp that onto the cheeks. I have this same bronzer shade in like a bunch of different products. Like I have it in stick formula, also in powder formula, but I don't own any in like this cream potted formula. So it's nice to have options, even though it all looks the same blended out. It's nice to have options of how I can apply it, because this is just super easy. It takes no effort at all, blends really easily, and yeah, But I do feel like Ipsy's been giving me bronzers probably the past 3 boxes now. I've received the LYS bronzer, the Fenty cream bronzer, and now this one. And also a powder bronzer, so I don't know what they're trying to say. Maybe I'm too pale, but yeah. Cute and blendable and just soft. I feel like I might need a little bit more concealer down here though, because I do for some reason have a lot of like discoloration on my jaw. I don't know why. So I think I'm going to add a little bit more down there and go in with the brush. Also, this will help carve out the bronzer anyway, so. And that bronzer was $23. Okay, for blush, I'm going to go in with this Rose Ink blush in the shade Heliotrope. I received this in my last Ipsy bag as well. And to be honest, I have not really used it since that video that I posted last. I don't know why. I think it's just the shade. It's so rosy and just nude. I'm more into like a bright pink blush at the moment, so I haven't really been reaching for this, but it is really pretty still and natural, and I do love the formula. It just hasn't really been exciting me as much, so I just kind of forgot I had it, even though it is really pretty. I'll load that up because we are going to set the face with powder, and I wanted to still show through a little bit. Don't know why I don't use this more. It is really cute on the cheeks now that I see it on, but I'll add it to my bag so it's more in reach. I'm just going to set the face with this Kosas Cloud Set powder on a powder puff. I'm almost out of this powder. I haven't been reaching for it as much when I first got it because I have been more into the Rare Beauty setting powder, but now that I ran out of that, this is like the only powder I have left in my collection, so I'm just using it like crazy. And I definitely am going to repurchase it as well. So just adding on a little bit more of some powder bronzer. I love this little palette. I've been using it every single day. I don't really reach for this shade anymore because it is super deep and they are really pigmented. You could just pop your brush in once and you have like all the pigment on your cheeks. And yeah, I really like this formula. I did get this in my last Ipsy bag too. Ipsy's just been giving me such great makeup lately, so I haven't really been buying any at all. I've just been relying on Ipsy. And then to finish off the base, we're just going to add a little bit of this e.l.f. putty blush on the apples of my cheeks. I don't know what shade this is in. The shade for some reason just wipes off, or it never was on there to begin with. But it's either Bermuda or something else. I don't really know. Pretty sure this is Bermuda. Once my powder products are on, I go back in with the Kosas Cloud Set and just carve out around where I applied too much blush. So I'll go back under my eyes, on the sides of my nose, and then I'll go right on the jaw again. And it kind of just makes everything look a little bit more snatched and more in the correct placement. And you can also go over it if you applied a little bit too much like I did. And then going back into this palette, I'm going to pick up a little bit of highlight. I'm not going to apply a whole ton of it because it is really hot today and I'm not trying to look all greasy. Moving on to the eyes, I did get this Natasha Denona, the Fez eyeshadow palette. This is $48 for just these 5 shades here. And unfortunately, it like broke in shipping. For some reason, Natasha Denona products are just really soft, and the formula is really nice and buttery, but a downside to that is the shadows are also really buttery, so in shipping they barely hold up. I just added on my beauty marks over top of my foundation. I like how these just go in like, looks like a teardrop almost. I'm going to show you guys something funny with the Natasha Denona palettes. This was the first one I received. The thing just completely fell out. And then this one is the one that shattered that I tried to put back together. So it's a trend with her palettes. So if you're thinking about investing in her products, please go in store and buy them. And don't rely on them to get shipped to your house because they will come shattered. Okay, so to start, I'm going to go in with this bright orange shade. It's a really cute orange. Super pigmented right off the bat. I don't really know what kind of look I want to do today, but I kind of wanted to do like a orangey blue look. Maybe blue with the eyeliner. Yeah, so far it is really pigmented. Like, I don't expect the shadows to be bad, I'm already used to her formula. I have her pastel palette, which I did get, I think, in person, so that one obviously isn't shattered, but everything else that I have from her is. Okay, that's cute. And I'm gonna go in with this lighter peach shade. These are like my favorite shades to use because they're so bright, and it kind of is like a really similar color now that it's on the eyes. Kind of looks like a sunset on my eyelids. I should have called this the Sunset palette, not Fez, whatever that is. I kind of like it just like that, to be honest. I don't even know if I want to add eyeliner. I feel like a look like this doesn't need it. I'm going to go in with this gold shade, and I'm going to apply that directly in the inner corner, just for some shimmer. I don't really use gold eyeshadow anymore. I just don't really know when to use it. I only stick to like silvers or like icy shades or rose gold, never just the straight up yellow gold. But that's really cute, and anything left over, I'm applying it underneath the brow bone as a little brow highlight. That is really cute. Looks like honeycomb. For the sake of using up this palette, I'm gonna go in with this more chocolatey shade and just add a tiny bit of smokiness to the lash line. And I'm not really gonna wing it out too much, just a little bit, kind of like a natural wing. Okay, I think that's cute. I don't think I'm gonna go in with the blue. I don't want to mess up the look, so I'm just gonna avoid the blue, and also it's crushed anyway, so why should I use it? Okay, and then for the lashes, I'm gonna use this L'Oreal telescopic lift. I actually use this again because I tried it for the first time and I absolutely hated it, only because I didn't really know how to use it. I watched a bunch of those influencer videos on TikTok, and I couldn't understand for the life of me how to use it, but you just use like this big chunky side and kind of just apply it all over your lashes. It's going to look clumpy and like not that great, but you're just getting the product on the lashes, especially at the roots. Then you're going to flip it to any of the sides where there's little spikes, and this is going to separate the lashes and also give them a nice curl. I have not used an eyeshadow or an eyelash curler with this, and it definitely curls the lashes on its own. It's crazy. I don't really have any mascaras that do that without my help, so I do like that about this, and it is giving the same effect as the original L'Oreal telescopic. So I do say I really like this mascara now. I regret saying I hated it at first, but it is a huge learning curve, and also it's not as wet as when I first started using it, so it's way easier to control. Taking my NYX Lipton Snatch, I lost this for a few months and it was actually sitting with my brushes. I just couldn't see it. I was like so upset because I thought I lost it forever, and this is my favorite brow product to use. I just reshaded my brows yesterday, so they're all ready to be filled in and look perfect. I'm gonna brush that out slowly. No matter how many brow products I own, nothing will ever top the NYX Lift and Snatch. I keep trying to find products that will, but they never do it for me. My brows don't look even to you, keep it to yourself. I did try something different with how I shaved them. I kind of went into the arch a little bit more so they're not as pointy. So if they don't look even, don't say anything. But next, for the Ipsy bag, I picked out this Wingme brow gel. I thought it was by ColourPop because the writing on here is exactly ColourPop's font. Like, that's what I thought it was at first. Like, I don't know how they can get away with that. I think the ColourPop font is like trademarked, but this brand is stealing it. But I really like this packaging. It's like a nice matte clear packaging. And the wand on here is super long, which I like, but I also don't like at the same time. You are getting a ton of product in this little package, but with the wand being so long, it is really flexible. So if you're trying to get that really precise brow, this might be a little hard for you. But if you already have nice brows and you just want to put some gel in there just to make sure they stay in place all day, then this is fine. I know a lot of people like really sculpting their brows, and this probably isn't going to be a good product for that just because it is so flexible and bendy. I do like this. It does hold my brows in place all day. It is a little bit crunchy, which I kind of like when a brow gel is crunchy, so I know it's working. The Kosas brow gel is like the one that I have that doesn't do that, so I can never tell if my brows are in place all day. Okay, now I'm just manually going in now that my lashes are dry and just curling them up. This is a top tier move that I always do. You don't even have to go a lash curler, and your lashes just stay nice and up all day. Last product I have is a lip product, but before that I'm going to show this. I picked this out in my Ipsy bag as an add-on. It was only like $3. It's this Cutie Fruities fruit extract blemish sticker, so it's kind of like Starface, but instead of stars it's fruits. I just thought this was really cute, and I don't really get that much acne. I usually only get acne if I'm starting my period, so I figured I would pick up these. I like that they give you a whole bunch of different fruits, and also you can definitely wear these with your makeup, because let's say you're doing like the watermelon eyes that I did in my last 2 videos. You could just add an actual watermelon on top of your pimple and no one would know. And it comes with 18 in this little package. Last product in here is probably the most iconic product, but it's by Pat McGrath's, and if you don't know, Pat McGrath is like the most expensive makeup brand, I think. Not only is it the most expensive, but it also is like the most high-end and just quality makeup. And it's this beautiful red packaging, and this is the, what is this called? The Liquilust Legendary Wear Metallic Lipstick, and this is in the shade Nude Awakening. I do love this shade because it kind of goes with all of the other shades that I like to wear. Kind of has like that rosy kind of tone to it, and it's supposed to stay on all day. So as you can see, I'm blending it out, and it does leave a little bit of a stain left over. I did wear this to work yesterday, and it does last as long as the NYX Shine Louds or the Maybelline, I don't know what those ones are called, but the, you know, those liquid lipsticks that stay on for like 2 days. This definitely has a very similar formula, but you don't have to apply like a gloss on top. You can just leave it plain and it won't feel like crusty or anything like the other ones tend to do. And it is metallic, so there's lots of shimmer in there, and it's just really pretty and different. I don't have any lips that have like a glittery shimmeriness to it. The formula is really easy to work with. It kind of feels almost like a lip oil. It goes on very thin. And you can just go back in and go over the spots that are a little less pigmented. Okay, that's on, and I don't know if you can see the little shimmers in there. Let me zoom you guys in. It has a very light shimmeriness to it, a metallicness that's not that like noticeable. You're not really gonna see me be like, why do you have metal on your lips? It's not like that. It's just really simple and wearable, and just a little pop of something on your lips. But yeah, I love this shade a lot, and it's really comfortable to wear on the lips. It's not sticky or crusty feeling. It just feels like I'm wearing a lip oil. And you probably can top it with gloss, but I don't think it'll probably affect the longevity of it, because I did eat a sandwich with this on and it started fading in the centers of my lips. It stayed on the outside, but the centers definitely went away. So probably carry this with you if you are eating, so you could reapply throughout the day. But overall, it does stay on really long, and I don't see it going anywhere. It is transfer proof as well. If you like kiss the back of your hand, you barely have anything there, and it's not even all the way dry yet, so it is pretty much transfer proof. This is the finished look. I really like how the eyes look. I don't have any shades in my collection that are this vibrant on the eyes. I love it for the summertime, and I like how simple it looks. I don't really need to wear eyeliner with a look like this. Everything just went together so nicely. I really enjoyed the base products like the facial moisturizers and the serum because it left my base looking really smooth and not dry at all or oily. It kind of, the makeup just went on really pretty on top. Eyeshadow looks pretty. The brow gel is definitely holding these brows all day, and the lips are gonna go nowhere. So yeah, ever since Ipsy collabed with Boxycharm, I feel like the products have been definitely more high-end. The makeup, there's way more makeup than skincare. I mean, depending on what you like. You could get more skincare than makeup, but I've been getting a ton of makeup, and also the add-ons, it's like $3 or $12 for full-size products. And specifically the Natasha Denona one, I did pick this one out. This was what, $48, and I paid only $12 for it. So even if you don't, you can get like the cheapest Ipsy subscription. I think that's like $13 a month, and you can just add the add-ons as many as you want and only pay a small price for the full thing. So it is worth it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please like it and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.